Hi, it's Joseph here at Edge Dynamics making a show video midweek. It's not Sunday. It's been 2 weeks since I've had a show. It's over 2 weeks now, sorry. So it's time for it to come off. Excuse me. And the razor I've got is a really special razor, and it's a George Palmer, and it's a millimetre over 9/8. The scales are huge as well, ivory. It's got beautiful streaks in it, and that's the other side. It's a stub-tail. It's got jimping, goes all the way around. Actually it stops just there, but it comes all the way through here, which is a really nice touch, and it comes along here. Obviously that makes for ideal conditions for rust though. But I'll show you the blade. See if I can keep it open. It will close probably. I pinned it tight, but you can see it moving. It's since I put oil in the hinge area, it's not going to stay open on its own. It's really, really heavy, this blade. So I've given it a mirror finish. Palmer. It's 1820 to 1830, number 1 St James's Street, London. And I did my own sort of style, what I like to do, which is leaving pitting and scarring. I didn't want to just shred it, you know, take it back to like just clean steel all the way, because I mean, for instance, look where those pits are up there. I'm not gonna reshape that. I'm gonna leave it as is, which is what I've done. And you can see it's a huge old near wedge. And pins, pure silver. There was silver, so I had to replace them with silver. I didn't have to, but I'm glad I did. And the only issue with it, which is a pretty big issue, which is, you know what, in daylight I can't really see that much, but I'm going to have to take it back, take it apart, take it back to the grinder, because right here you can see where I honed up in the heel. And the reason that happened is because, I mean, the bevel was fine before I went anywhere near polishing or anything like that, but it's a good little tip actually, if you're buying razors on eBay and stuff like that, always look at this point here in front of the heel. And sometimes it's a little bit short, and I don't know what creates that or why, and this was just fractionally short, so to get it to hone right to the edge, you know, that's what ended up honing up the side of the heel. So I've got to correct that, but it's something I come across quite often. I don't know why that part sort of disappears or what made that happen, but if you're not aware of it, it can catch you. Caught me off guard, and yeah, hopefully it shaves. We'll find out. If it doesn't, I've got one more spare razor there, and I will shave with that. I don't even know if that one will shave, but I'm dubious about this one because the steel is really hard. I mean, I can't get it. It might look to you in the video like it's completely flat. I'm just trying to get hot water here. But it's near impossible to get like all the undulations sorry, like visible to the naked eye, not under a loupe or anything like that, because the steel is so tough. And I didn't quite realise that until I honed it last night, and then I realised how strong that steel is. So what I did with it, I did it on the Izuku, as I've been working on that recently, near enough exclusively on the Izuku, is I doubled up on the Botan slurries and on the Coma slurries. Don't know if that's enough even, to tell you the truth. It's HHD and well, but that doesn't mean everything, does it? I've got the High Mountain, the king of all brushes maybe, and is the shaving cream, yeah. I've got the Endymion, if it cares to focus, yeah. So, use a bit of this. Could do with a bowl actually for this stuff. Where am I looking? Better look in this mirror. Straight away the fragrance of this. Really nice. And this is, well, I haven't used every shave brush, but this has got to be the softest brush. It's super soft. Sorry. And I should say as well that that razor is one of two, it's a pair, and the second one is slightly larger. I consider the other one to be the premium, the A, and this one is the B. It's a little bit smaller, but I've got to pin it today. But if I take that apart and start messing with it, you know, it takes time. It's going to take me the rest of the day to get that done. But if the blade's looking good, it's ready to be pinned, and when it is pinned, I mean, on top of that, I'm doing the box as well. There's a coffin, a double coffin. It's a huge thing. These razors are massive, and the bottom's fallen out of it, so I'm restoring that, and I'll do a separate thing on that. I'll show pictures of how I've restored it. But I'm about halfway through it at the moment, but right, that is good. That's too good. It's too easy to use, it's too nice. Now, will it shave? If it doesn't shave, then I've just wasted everyone's time and mine. It's kind of ridiculous, this thing. It's honestly huge. It's long as well. Oh, here we go. Ho, 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 ho. Right, I don't know how we're going to finish, but at the moment it's extremely sharp, and the weight of it, yeah, it's completely effortless. I've just got to be careful I don't have an accident, because as I said, the blade is a bit long, so I'm not used to these dimensions. Christ, I don't mean to take the Lord's name in vain, but yeah, something else. Sorry. I get this frog out of my throat, and it's honed all the way from both ends heel to toe, and everything on this razor, I mean, you may think it's common sense, but it takes so much longer to hone, to restore everything. I'll show pictures as well. I did some repairs to the scales. Oh man, must be the nicest edge. I couldn't have wished for it to shave any better than this. Yeah, I mean, I know the apex is fine, but it's like a heavy full hollow. So I'll get these two on my sides, and obviously they're going to be super expensive, but you know, you can have a look at them. I kind of look at these as like they're mine, basically. So they'll be for sale, but think of it more as a gallery. Come along, have a look. But we're quite a ways off actually taking photos, getting them on the site. Man, let's shave a horse with this. Don't know why you want to, but it's really nice. It's got audio as well. Let's get rid of the tash. Wow. And I've spent hours standing. I mean, I've got a bit of a bad back, but I've spent hours standing at the grinder working on these two. And I just hope I've done them justice. Alright, what's going on? Looks like I've got a bit of a nick there. Chop my ear off. I was going to show you as well. I've been talking for some weeks about these scales and oiling them and stuff like that, and they're going to take a few more months, so I thought I'd show you them, what's going on with them. And here they are. And if we're going to, you see the colours in there, and they're basically really white, but you see here how dark it is, and that's because what I didn't figure on was these cracks and the oil seeping in. So the oil is coming out of there, but I've got to wait. But you see what I'm talking about, colours, and that's actually the B one. I mean, I couldn't choose A side and B side. Here's the A side, and it's the same sort of thing. Didn't figure on oil getting in these cracks, so I'm waiting for it to, it's coming out, but it's going to take time. I haven't really got a razor for them. I'm not going to put the razor in there that I was going to. And the next set of scales, which I'm working on for a Wade and Butcher, man, they are something special. And what I've started to do is really do the scale. That's really cold. Is get the scales made so I can start the process of the oil before I actually start work on the razor. So I'm not left waiting. And also been working on my sheaths, which I bought one of those in to show you because I've kind of levelled up on my stitching and the edge work, and I thought I'd show it to you. Look at that, it's really nice. Really close to the edge, straight. And this is actually 1mm leather, which I don't really use this, I use 2mm. This would do for like a sort of, maybe a lower end razor, but it's the leather I use is the best quality. Everything I use, I try to use the best that I can get. I'm not worried about price or things like that. I'm not really that, I'm not much of a businessman in that respect, but I tend to give those away with higher end razors, so sort of like £300 plus. If it hasn't got its original coffin. And they do take a lot of time, effort. There's so many treatments and dyes and processes that they go through. I do enjoy it. I'm making 2 more at the moment. Which, when they're done, I'll show them to you. It's actually, my hand is actually tired from holding this. Just want to make sure I don't cut my jaw off. I can lose it here, that's fine, but not the jaw. That's it. And I'll quit while I'm ahead. That's loose hair or attached. That's attached. Yeah, I think what makes them a little bit more special as well is the fact that they're London made. George Palmer was cutler to the king. And I'm just lucky to own such amazing razors. Yeah, I've left some pitting, some scarring on the blade. Probably couldn't see it on the camera. And yeah, and pinning with silver pins. That's the first time I've done that, and it was a good experience. It's a little bit soft, but it work hardens. So it means you've really got to tap really gently. So you're there for a hell of a long time. But the more sort of little taps you give it, the more it firms up. And it's going to be a shame to waste the money to take that apart, but you know, it's got to be perfect, or close to. Right, so I got the Endymion balm. It's all good stuff. Obviously, you guys know you can't get this anymore unless you go into one of the shops. Covent Garden's got some stock in the shop, but not on Regent Street. Right. Yes, that'll hide the wrinkles. And to top it off, I'm recording, yeah, to top it off at the end, we've got the concentrate, the Endymion. Oh, his bow tie is crooked. So there's a few drinks. And this stuff is amazing, honestly. Really nice. And I'll just, wow. And there's like this complex, this stuff. Really nice and warm and such. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers. Goodbye.